You're watching or listening to Day 4, Only Connect, of our Strangers in Space anniversary quiz week. And in this one, we are going to be playing Only Connect, so you don't have to. Hi, I'm JR.
I'm John.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Matt.
So, John, we are fully expecting you to win. But if you could just take your foot off the pedal a little bit and let the other two...
I got some Jeopardy in on the last one, didn't I?
Yes. And besides, I try and throw a bit of Jeopardy in at the end anyway. We'll see how it goes.
It's not the taking part, it's the winning that counts.
I should say that I come to this quiz with Ian Martin's entrails on my hand, having eviscerated him brutally.
Wow.
Oh, that bromance surely did go wrong.
Yeah.
I think it's due a resurrection, I'm sure. Anyway, this is the Only Connect one, and this is the one that's actually closest in format to its televisual counterpart. So what I've got is the 4 rounds that you play in Only Connect, and we're going to play them here, albeit instead of being in teams, it's just the 3 of you. There will be points at which I'll sort of allow for teamwork. So I will let you know. In this first round, I'm going to give you 4 names, and I want you to tell me what connects those 4 names. I'm going to give you one at a time. If you get it on the first name, that's 5 points. On the second name, that's 4 points, and so on down to the 4th name, where it's 2 points. And if you still haven't got it by that point, you can bring in a friend and you'll share a point each. So I'm going to do this individually.
I'll bring in John. Sorry. No offense, can we bring in
No, it's fine. I'll be bringing in John as well.
No, I'll bring in JR. You can bring in John.
Better tactics.
Okay, I'm going to start. Actually, I'm going to start with you, Matt. I'm going to go around.
So this isn't a buzzing in thing. Okay.
No. I'm going to start with you, Matt. Okay. But you can't bring in a friend if you've buzzed in. So these are individual.
The rules of the orgy.
Again, what happened with you and Ian, I don't know.
I'm going to give you 4 names, sorry, Matt, and I'm going to bring up the card as I read the 4th name. So you'll see them written down once the 4 names are in front of you. But you can take a guess after the first 3 if you want to, and you probably will want to. But the first name, that is Ian Martyr.
Ian Martyr. So can I guess now?
You can take a guess. No, you don't lose anything by taking a guess. But you can only take one guess once you've got all 4 names in front of you.
Actors who have appeared twice in the series as different characters.
Well, in true Only Connect style, I'm going to give you the second name because that wasn't quite right. Okay. The second name is Lalla Ward.
So actors who've played companions and another character in the series.
And the other 2 names would have been Karen Gillan and Jacqueline Hill. And Matt, you score 3 points there.
Okay.
Not 3 points, actually 4 points, sorry.
Okay, good.
So well done, Matt. You're off to a flying start. So, John, this one will be yours. Your first one is The Reign of Terror.
Story set in France.
Your second one is The Visitation.
Oh.
Stories written by script editors or future script editors.
Oh, John saves it at the death. Yes, the other 2 stories would have been The Crotons and The Pirate Planet, and they are indeed all stories by people who would go on to become script editor on the show. Mark, your 4 stories. The Massacre.
Okay. Are these Doctor Who stories that have been animated by Ian Levine for an exorbitant cost?
Your second story is The Almost People.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no. No.
Yes. No. Yes.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Your third story, Mark, is Megalos.
Oh,
definitely
it's
knows it.
yeah, it's Doctor Who stories where the actor playing the Doctor plays another character.
Thank God for that.
Exactly. And the
I
fourth
mean,
story.
phew.
The fourth story would have been the enemy of the world.
I mean, this
Okay.
is really frustrating when you can't buzz in like you could in University Challenge.
No, yeah, no, you've got to watch them suffer
Yeah,
or
yeah.
not. That's part of the fun of it. So in
Matt,
round
Watching
two,
people suffer. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I'm fine with that. But
in round two, we're talking sequences. So I'm going to give you 3 story titles, one at a time. Again, if you guess what the sequence is on the first one, you get 4 points, 3 for the second one, 2 for the third one, 1 point if you bring in a friend. But here's the thing, on this one, you don't just have to guess the sequence, you actually have to guess what would be fourth in that sequence. So what I'm looking for is not what the sequence is, but what the fourth story in that sequence would be. This time, I'm going to start with you, Mark. So
Okay.
your first story in your sequence is The Ambassadors of Death.
Keep going.
So
I don't-
do you want to carry straight on?
Well,
I mean, you can think it through if you want, as long as you think it out loud for the benefit of people who are listening on audio.
well, no, because I suppose if it's a sequence, it would only stop at Inferno. So that because it's obviously kind of no.
Well-
Keep going. Keep going.
Well, obviously, these are harder than the first round, so it's not going to be as easy as these are the
Yeah.
4 stories in order. Your second story, after The Ambassadors of Death, is Terror of the Autons.
Are they? Right, hang on.
So,
Oh.
I mean,
Is
you
the
can say it
last
out loud
one-
because nobody's buzzing in, so you can say out loud what you
we're
think
not
the
allowed to buzz
sequence
in.
is.
Is it to do with
Oh, yeah.
Michael Wisher?
I'm not saying anything.
So it will be the next. It will be the fourth one. So hang on. Would it be Carnival of Monsters?
Would that be the fourth one?
I don't know. Would it?
No, Carnival of Monsters is the third one, in
Right.
fact. So there's your sequence. You can still get 2 points if you get the fourth one.
Genesis of the Daleks.
Yes, Genesis of the Daleks would be next in that sequence. So there you go. So, Matt,
Yes.
this will be your next sequence. First story in the sequence is The Wheel in Space.
Wheel in Space. First story. Next.
The Sea Devils.
Sea Devils. Wheel in Space. Sea Devils. Actors. Prisons. No. No. Next.
Okay, your next one, outrageously, is the Sarah Jane adventure, The Eternity Trap.
I've got no idea.
Well, you bring in a friend if you like. If you think
Oh, I
either
think
of the
I-
other two have worked it out and know what the
I think
fourth one
I've
is,
worked
you can
it
get a
out.
point each.
Oh, I'm going for Mark then because he thinks he's worked it out.
Is it Hellbent?
It is Hellbent. So that's a
Because
point
Donald
each.
Sumter, isn't it?
It is
Ah.
Donald Sumter. Well done, Mark.
Nicely done.
Yeah. So there we go.
So,
So how did the points work out? Because it was my choice to bring in Mark. I was
Yeah,
delegating.
you get a point.
Oh, that's
and he
all right
gets
then.
a
Good.
point.
Good.
right.
Just
So
checking.
as things stand, Matt, you're on 5 points because you scored 4 and you've scored another 1. 4
Yes.
in the first round, 1 in the second round.
Yeah.
Mark scored 3 in the first round. No. He scored. Oh, I've lost track already. What the hell am I doing?
Oh, let's
You didn't get this with Victoria Corin Mitchell.
He
I
scored
tell you.
2 in the first round. and he scored 3 in this round, which means he's also on 5.
I mean, if you do get lost, let's go with the University Challenge scores as a sort of a benchmark, and we'll just assume. Like the
No, but
government
John's
did with
on
the A
4
levels during
points,
COVID.
so John only has to score 2 points to take
I
the
ain't gonna
lead.
do this one.
But his
Okay.
okay, your first story, John, is Into the Dalek.
I will go for a second one, please.
Time Heist.
In the Dalek, Time Heist. Oh yeah, obviously both Capaldi's. Obviously, I can't be Michelle Gomez because she's in 2 others. Yeah, move on.
Okay, your third story is The Caretaker. This is for 2 points. Or you can bring in a friend if either of those two think they know it and want to make themselves known.
Go on, I'll bring in Matt just to watch him suffer. See what he's saying, because I not.
I mean, you can
seeing
always-
anything.
Okay. Then, well, let's think about this. So, Into the Dalek, it's got. So the guest cast has a space.
I mean, it's
actor
not
in it.
necessarily the cast.
I know,
Yeah, this
but
is what I'm
okay.
thinking, 'cause-
Okay, so it's not the cast.
Oh, yeah, no, they're not both jointly. It's unless it's the next one that Stephen Moffat jointly wrote with someone, is it? Or is it they credited?
It could
Oh,
be,
so
but
should we
remember,
say
you've
that?
already brought in Matt, so even
So-
if you
Yeah,
guess
it's
it right,
fine.
So is
I
it-
don't mind if Matt gets a point.
Is it the Orient Express one? Mummy
you
on the
guessed
Orient
it wrong anyway.
No, I haven't guessed it. I'm conferring. I can't confer without being able to speak.
Yeah.
That sounded like a guess to me.
No, but I
No,
said,
because
is
Jamie
this-
Matheson's are individual. So you've got. Let's see. Didn't do Kill the Moon. No, Kill the Moon's sole credit, isn't it? I think. And then
Saigon?
Saigon definitely is. Into Forest and Night is a solo credit, Frank Cultural Voice, I think.
I'm gonna put you
so,
out of your misery because this could
go
go on forever.
Go
It's
on.
The Girl Who Died.
Okay.
And we got the right reason, though, right?
Yeah, so
You
we get
did
a
get
point.
the right reason.
We
It
get
was
a point
Stephen
for the
Moffat.
right reason, yeah?
No, you have to guess the story. I made that very clear at the start of the round. But as things stand, John's on 4 points. Mark and Matt are each on 5 points. So in round 3, and in round 3, I am going to put a whole shed load of stuff in front of you.
God.
Oh, is it connected?
Round 3 is the connecting wall.
Oh,
So-
of course, right.
John will be going first on this one. You've got 9 names in front of you. I want you to give me the groups of 3. So you're supposed to put them in lines of 3 but I don't have the technology to do that. So I want you to read them back to me in groups of 3 and the reason why thereof.
Okay, it seems we've got right.
And you get a point for each correct line. Oh no, let's make it 2 points for each correct line and a point if you bring in a friend. Let's do it that way.
Okay. I'll try for Apprentice, Deep, and Pilot because they're all Capaldi titles. Then let's have a look. Bells. Bells. Our. Oh well, yeah. Oh, Crime, Smith, and Impossible are all Tennant titles. And then Bells, the remaining 3, was it Bells, Our, is it, I think, Earth are all words in Smith titles.
So do you want to read those back to me?
Okay, so Apprentice, Pilot, and Deep are all words in the Capaldi titles. Smith, I think it was Smith, Impossible, and Crime are all in the Tennant titles. And is it Our, Earth? No, Earth is in. Sorry, Earth is in the blooming Tennant as well, isn't it? Right, hang on.
John, you've got 1 line 2 points. I'm going to put you out of your misery now because I'm not going to continue taking guesses till you get it all correct.
Oh no, I
It should have been
written them all
Earth.
down.
Oh, you went very Welsh then.
Didn't I? There's lovely.
Oh, I don't know.
It should have been Earth, as in New Earth, Smith, as in Smith and Jones, and Crime, as in Partners in Crime, which are the 3 first stories of the 3 Tennant seasons. Hour, as in 11th Hour, Impossible, as in Impossible Astronaut, and Bells, as in Of St. John, which are the first 3 stories of the Matt Smith era, the Matt Smith 3 seasons, and the first 3 stories of the Peter Capaldi 3 seasons are Deep, as in Deep Breath, Pilot, as in The Pilot, and Apprentice, as in The Magician's Apprentice. But you did get 1 line, so you do have 2 points. And let's face it, Matt.
Write them down, guys. That's what I'm saying, because otherwise it's trouble.
Well, it may not be that. Okay, so Matt, you can go next. So let me bring up a line for you, Matt, for a set of 9 questions, round 3, board 2. So your 9 names, Matt, are Wilkinson, Bartlett, Temple, Jones, Moran, Nye, Curtis, Blackman, and Mativia.
Okay, so well, Wilkinson, Nye, and Curtis are all writers for the series. Jones, so is Moran. Oh, they're all writers on different seasons. I haven't heard of Mativia. I know Blackman. So Blackman, Wilkinson, and Bartlett are all Chibnall writers. Nye, Curtis, and Mativia are all Moffat writers. And I guess Temple, Bartlett, and
No,
Moran.
you said Bartlett, Temple, Jones, and Moran are the 3 left.
Are RTD writers?
Is that your answer?
I guess so, because I haven't heard of Mativia.
Okay, you've got 2 of those names the wrong way round, but you've still got 2 points.
Okay, I'm content with my my abilities from that round.
They're all writers who've only 1 story credit to their name.
What did Mativia do then?
Well, that was she did one of the. She was Chris Chibnall. Mativia was John. You'll know.
So can you hear me? Somewhere in there.
I think
Nina
it
Mativia.
was. Yeah, Nina Mativia, Joy Wilkinson, Mallory Blackman, Chris Chibnall writers. Okay. Simon Nye, Richard Curtis, Mike Bartlett, Stephen Moffat, Matt Jones, James Moran, Keith Temple, Russell T Davis.
Okay.
Right, 2 points each though. So John's on 6, Matt's on 7. Mark, it's your turn.
Okay.
So, right, I'll call up your card, and if you're ready for this, round 3, board 3.
Oh no, Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror. Of course it was.
Oh, there you go. Of course it was. So here are your words, Mark, for you to sort into 3 lines: eternity, death, switch, end, Armageddon, waking, reckoning, sun, and journey.
Okay. Well, okay. So, right. Are they all? Because I've got to have 3, haven't I, for each one?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go. Right. The Waking, is it The Waking Ally? That's a Hartnell episode title, but I can't for the life of me remember the serial it's in. This is one of those things where it's like, oh, I know exactly what JR's doing here, but
yes.
Are we allowed to chip in and help on that
things
at all,
together?
Well, you can choose to chip in and help him if you want to help him
there's
out.
Definitely there's definitely Dalek Master Plan in there. Quite a lot.
Waking Ally is Dalek Invasion of Earth.
Yeah. So. Right. Okay. Is it right?
Okay.
What else in Dalek Invasion of Earth?
And I
Um,
think the other one is the chase, but I'll still
Right,
be
okay,
considered.
Don't
so-
help him too much, though, John.
No,
'cause
no,
they
no,
love
no, no.
winning.
Yeah, that's it.
I think
Help him
I
so he
think
gets
I've
I'm not
got-
competitive.
well,
and that's all.
I mean, if anybody thinks
I
they know the
won one, I'm happy.
lines, if anybody thinks they know the lines, they can choose to help Mark, and you'll get a point each for each line.
okay, I've
If
got,
Mark chooses to accept
hang-
your
hang-
help,
hang on. Okay,
he's going for
I'm
it.
gonna take Armageddon,
Hmm.
Sun,
Hmm.
and I was so clear there, and then I'm like, oh, hang on a minute. An eternity.
I think a switch.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to bring John in to help me here. I think
Okay.
I think switch. Escape switch is one.
yeah, because they're all Dalek Master Plan.
Yeah.
Ones, aren't
Right.
they?
Can you do the other two lines? So you've got
Yeah.
Armageddon, Sun, and Switch.
Death, eternity, and end are all philosophical concepts. If we're honest, so that's something that leads them
I mean, this is
Uh,
only connect in name only.
journey, waking, and reckoning are all.
so
Like,
is
World's End is one of Dalek Invasion of Earth.
yeah. So is it waking, end, and death for Dalek Invasion of Earth?
No, it's not. I'm going to put you out of your misery, but you scored a point each there. So at the end of that round, Mark's on 6, John and Matt are each on 7. It was actually Dalek Invasion of Earth was World's End, Day of Reckoning, and The Waking Ally.
Right.
The Chase was The Death of Time, Flight
Sorry.
Through Eternity, and Journey into Terror. And the Daleks Master Plan, Day of Armageddon, Coronas of the Sun, and Escape Switch. So
that was an arsehole of a question.
That middle,
Yeah,
Matt's one,
that
I
was nasty.
I was like, right, I know exactly this, but no, I get blooming Hartnell Dalek episode titles.
I mean, in fairness, I knew more of those than I did.
You
in
were
my
drunk when you
question.
watched them, weren't you, last time? So you can remember.
I've got to ask
I
a
don't
question,
drink
though.
to prepare for on the time lash. I drink while I'm talking about it.
I've got to ask a question, though. You've seen Only Connect, haven't you?
Yes.
So there's plenty of arseholes of questions on that,
Well,
isn't
yeah,
there?
but
Oh,
I'm better,
yeah,
I'm better
yeah.
at those.
Yeah,
You weren't expecting me to make it easy.
There's more subjects.
Right, in this final round,
Oh, God.
Mark, you are going to go first. The final round is missing vowels.
Oh
have-
yeah, right.
2 points for each correct answer you get. I'm going to put a board in front of you, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
You have one guess each at each of these. I will
Right.
let you have all 4 guesses, and then I'll tell you which ones you've got correct. And if you got any wrong, then it can go on the buzzers to the other 2.
Okay.
So it's 2 points for each one you get correct. And what you've got, and here come the first set. This is missing vowels. So I've removed all the vowels, and any spaces that go between words have also changed place. So you need, and I'm not going to tell you what the connection is, but they're all 4 connected answers. You need to work out, I suppose, what the connection is. That's not really the important part, but that might help you to guess what the answers are. Do you want to start with guesses? You don't have to go in the correct order, but
I can do the first 2 I've got.
Go
I'm
ahead.
pretty sure. Glenn McCoy and
Well,
Kit
you should
Pedler.
get that one right, Mr. On the
Well, yeah.
Time Lash.
So Glenn McCoy and Kit Pedler are the first 2, right?
Correct. So what do you think is the connection?
So-
I mean, this is not a really big
Well,
connection.
It's Doctor Who writers, so I'm now just
Yes.
trying to work out. Oh, Don Houghton is the third one.
Yes.
And then David Fisher.
8 points, taking you to a total of 14 points there, Mark.
This is
So-
very stressful. Because I didn't get that. I couldn't have done that one. Normally they give you
I
the
did.
they give you the subject as well as the.
Well, I can give you the subject, but
Oh, thanks.
then you
Yes.
don't need.
Can you give us subjects from now on, please?
Well, if you take
Do
the
I get
subject,
extra points because I got
they're
it
worth
right?
a-
Subject?
if you take the subject, they're worth a point each instead of 2 points
go on,
each.
go on.
And Matt, let me tell you, you're 7 points behind. If you get all 4 points, all 4 of these on 2 points, you'll take the lead.
Okay.
No pressure.
Yeah, I'm not making this easy. The whole point of Only Connect is it ain't easy. So there's your board, Matt.
Gammy dodges.
So actually, I should read this out for anybody who's listening on audio.
No, please don't. Please don't.
Okay.
Once I've got them, that's fine.
Watch the video is my suggestion to anybody who's listening on audio. But I'll do it quietly just in case. JMMR, DGRV, PNL, PWLTN, DNST, RKY, and BRNL, NGLY.
Okay, so we've got Gemma Redgrave.
Oh.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means, and I'm going to talk myself around.
Yeah.
Go on.
So unit, are we talking about unit possibly? No, John's
It's more
shaking his
general
head.
than that.
Oh, Gemma Redgrave. Oh, so it may be companions.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I've got, yeah.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
So you see a couple of them.
What's that second one? Is it PNL?
Yeah.
Don't forget the space.
Penelope Wilson.
Correct.
Uh,
So what does that mean the subject is? It's not companions and it's not unit.
guest characters. Government officials. Dan Starkey.
Correct.
And that's
Oh, the tension here. I love watching
I mean-
that supper. It's great.
was that
The
BN.
sweat, you can see the
BR.
sweat here. Let's just
It's
watch
'cause-
the video. It's
It's because it
fantastic.
keeps going out of focus for me.
You need better glasses.
BRNL. Brian Languli. I want that to be a Brian Languli now.
Okay, I'm going to time you out, Matt. But you have scored 6.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you could always get a point off John.
Oh, John. What's the fourth one?
Oh, no. It's
Hang
on the
no,
buzzer.
there's buzzing
On
here.
the buzzer from
On the
now.
buzzer.
Oh,
Buzz.
boringly.
John's buzzed. For a
Bruno
point,
Langley.
John. Bruno Langley for a point to John.
Convicted sex offender Bruno Langley.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the link?
As things stand then, Matt's on 13 points, Mark's on 14 points, John's on 7 points with his board to come. A possible 8 points for John, or potentially
tense.
4 points to be stolen by somebody else.
Bruno Langley.
Here's the last board. John, here's your board.
I mean, that's
Okay.
like.
And I should read it
slightly
out for the
easier.
sake of the listener. PHF, STFS, TVN, SC, PTD, NGR, LLR, DSL, DTRM, THN, WLL, NGWR, RRS.
Okay. Right. I'm going to say these are all Hartnell episode titles.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to say the first one is The Feast of Stephen.
Correct.
The second one is the ever classic Terrence Dicks chapter title from a Target book, Escape to Danger.
Correct.
Then the third one is All Roads Lead to Rome.
Correct.
And the last one is The Unwilling Warriors.
Wow.
Correct. I'm amazed. I thought that was the hardest of the three.
It was nasty. I was staring at that going, I have no bloody idea for about 10 seconds.
Oh, 10 whole seconds.
So at the end of that round and at the end of today's quiz, Matt.
Oh, do we not get a bonus round like in the other ones?
No,
Oh.
it's only Connect,
Oh.
so it's just the only Connect. So the But Matt's on 13 points. Mark, you're on 14 points. And John, you're on 16 points.
Hang on, does this mean that, as with the first one I did with Mark, does that mean that Matt's the loser?
Yeah, but I'm fine because we've just done the University Challenge and I didn't do too badly. I didn't do too badly there by basically guessing every answer.
Did you just buzz in and without knowing?
Yep.
Good
Buzz,
man. Good tactics.
Buzz 2013. Buzz bigamist.
Buzz convicted sex offender.
Yep.
So I have to tell you that with 1 day left, and I've been keeping a tally of the scores and giving the winner of each day 3 points, the runner-up 2 points, the person in third place 1 point. We're going into the last day. Ian, John, and Matt will be playing a variation of House of Games. As things stand, Dylan's finished his 3 days. He's on 7 points. Mark's finished his 3 days. He ended up on 6 points. As things stand, Ian, with 1 day left to go, is on 2 points. So the maximum he can get is 5. So he's not in last place, Mark. Matt's on 4 points, though. And John, you're on 6 points. So it's still odds on for John to win. But, win. We've got 24 hours before we start recording the next one. Somebody can always bump him off.
Yeah. Should we bring in the sacrificial victim?
Until we come back for House of Games, the final day of the week. I was JR.
I was John.
He was
Matt.
Matt.
No,
sorry. Yeah, no. I'm so used to Matt coming in.
I know. See how confusing it is when the legacy members get bumped down? I was Matt.
And we will speak again soon.